Thank you, Honourable Minister. Our next speaker is really one of the pioneers of the diamond industry in Lesotho. Stephen Wetherall is Managing Director and CEO of Lucapa Diamond Company, and he assures me that there's lots more stones like that to be found yet. Stephen's a chartered accountant with more than 20 years' experience in financial and operations management, corporate transactions and strategic planning. He's held senior financial and executive roles with global diamond giant De Beers and London-based Gem Diamonds, where he was very involved in establishing the initial diamond mining industry in Lesotho. He built an enviable reputation at those positions and an understanding of the diamond industry from exploration through to retail. We're lucky that he resides here in Perth, Western Australia. To hear more about Lucapa, please welcome Stephen Wetherall to the floor.
Thank you, Brandon, excuse me. Thank you also to Paid Media for once again bringing together the African and Australian continents for the 15th time here in Perth. Good morning, honourable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to say all protocol is observed. I would like to also start by welcoming the government of Lesotho to Perth for the very first time with the Honourable Minister Selo. The government of Lesotho are our new partners in Mutai, and we look forward to working with you and writing your chapter, Minister, in the development of the Lesotho mining sector. Lucapa Diamond Company is an Australian registered company listed here on the Australian Stock Exchange. We are a growing miner of large and valuable stones. We are very proud to have a management team and board that command or have some of the most significant experience in the diamond sector, and most notably in Africa as well. We've been investing in Africa for over 10 years, working with both government and the private sector to develop the diamond resources. Our primary project that we've been investing in is in Angola, where we are exploring and producing from one of the most significant concessions in the diamond space, the Lula concession. Significant in the size of the diamonds that it recovers, and significant in that it could host the next major discovery in the diamond space. We are also proud to say that we are now in Lesotho, where we're developing Lesotho's fourth producing mine. The Minister outlined a number of the other projects that are there. But this is not just any mine. This is another high-value mine. High value because of the recoveries that were obtained in the bulk sampling program, which resulted in this project having the second highest JORC resource for any kimberlite mine. We have earlier stage operations in Botswana, where we are too exploring for the kimberlite sources, and we also have operations here in Australia at Brooking, where we are exploring for the source of the micro diamonds and macro diamonds that we have recovered in our sampling there to date as well. Why are we in Africa? Well, if you want to be in diamonds, you have to be in Africa. Africa produces over 50% of the number of carats produced in the world, and upwards of 58% of the value produced. Africa also has the most untapped potential. If you look at West Africa and Central Africa, it is impossible that the diamonds that are recovered there from the alluvial operations came from the known existing mines, kimberlite mines. So, by the words of the head of De Beers Exploration, there are many sources yet to be found, and the geology says they will be big. Why do Lucapa focus on the high-value sector of the market? Well, stability, and more specifically, pricing stability. With the production that we are recovering representing less than 1.5% of world production, it is in high demand. With the proliferation of uber-wealthy individuals across the sector, the demand is high, and therefore the pricing is very robust. If you read some of the quotes from some of the London resource analysts, you'll see that not only is Lucapa making a niche position for itself in the diamond sector, but certainly that part of the sector will continue to have some of the better pricing in the industry. Republic of Angola, we have been there for 9 years. It is one of Africa's largest oil producers and is also Africa's or the world's 5th largest diamond producer. In 2016, it produced $1.1 billion from 9 million carats at $120 per carat. It is home to the world's largest diamond mining, Alrosa, who too has recognized the potential of Angola, not just from its current investment in the 5th largest diamond mine, Kotoka, but also through its recent commitment to develop another kimberlite mine in Angola called Luashe. But most importantly, it is home to Lulo, our flagship asset. Lulo is a record-breaking asset. Lulo holds the record for producing Angola's largest diamond, this 404-carat D-color Type 2A that we sold for $16 million. It too holds in the second year of production the second largest diamond in Angola, 227-carat diamond. The special nature of this resource dictates that it commands the highest average dollar per carat in the industry as well. We sold our product in 2016 for a little under $3,000 per carat. If you just look at the volume that we have taken out of the ground and put through the plant, it is less than 500,000 cubic meters. From that, we have produced 7 100 or plus 100 carat diamonds, producing magnificent revenues. At the time of printing this presentation and putting it to the market, we had $83 million recovered at $2,100 per carat. And I'll remind you that the world average is $120 per carat. Unfortunately, that number is already outdated because as of this morning, we announced another sale result. We sold 3,200 carats at $7.4 million, another near $2,300 per carat parcel that was sold. I'll remind you in the audience here today as well about the major objectives for developing the alluvial mine. It was to return development to Lucapa. It was to return profit distributions to all 3 partners, and was also used to generate cash to fund the kimberlite exploration. This may be a little bit corny, but tick, tick, tick. Delivered. We're also making a difference in the areas that we operate. We now employ over 270 local villagers who are making a difference in the remote communities. We plan on doing this for a very long time. We have only touched really 25-30% of the available ground in terms of exploration and mining. There's much more to go, and we continuously explore, and we'll update our JORC resource on an annual basis. Our tenure is secured. We're on our 3rd year of a 10-year mining lease. We're allowed to have 2 more renewals of 10 years, 1 further renewal of 5 years, so we could be here for 35 years. But what is all the fuss about? What is the significant opportunity that Lucapa and Lulo bring to the table? Well, from significant historical exploration that you can see on the screen there, we've identified 2 kimberlite provinces. We know that the kimberlite province in the southwest portion of the Lulo concession is diamondiferous. We've recovered diamonds from 4 of those kimberlites already. But large samples are usually required to understand the diamond value that you obtain from your exploration. Without a representative sample, you are unable to determine the value. Is there another way of understanding the value that is on the ground? Absolutely. Alluvial sampling or alluvial mining. So when you are sampling and you recover 131 carata, a 95 carata, 53 carata, 38, 34, 32, and many other special sized stones together with fancy colors, and you have literally scratched the surface in a very, very small area of your concession, it really gets your juices flowing. What really gets your juices flowing is that when you start to recover significant stones, as I've just outlined to you, 404, 227, 173, 133, 120, 104, and many others. Those diamonds reveal certain characteristics and information about them. Exceptional in size, exceptional in value, exceptional in the frequency with which we recover them, irregular in shape, jagged-edged, brittle Type 2As, very, very significant type diamonds, large compound diamond recoveries that could not have traveled very far, all geographically confined. All very, very strong indicators of the value of the resource, as well as the proximity to a potential source. So when you add all of that up and you have a look at the production that we produce and the value that we produce, even with a very low grade, you are on one of the most significant opportunities that there are in the diamond space. And that opportunity is Lucapa's opportunity. We and our two partners in Angola have that opportunity, no one else. So what are we doing to try and expedite results to realize that opportunity? We've identified anomalies. We've flown a time domain electromagnetic survey to identify additional anomalies that are in the feeders, the tributaries, and the drainage basins. We prioritize and we reprioritize the targets. We design a drill program to take core for the sampling, acquire or engage contractors to bring their rigs. We drill systematically, we send core for analysis, and we expedite the drilling as much as we can. We've also tried to make sure that it's funded because we have no interest in diluting shareholder value. So from the alluvial returns that we generate from our alluvial mining, we apply those into the kimberlite exploration. Again, it's going to be very corny, but everything is ticked. We are well set up, we are well funded, the program is being ramped up, we are drilling, we are sending core to the laboratories in South Africa to get the mineral chem, and that will define where we focus our attention on for the next few years. I suspect that we're going to have a very exciting year ahead of us. So why does a company with that prospectivity and that value go looking for other projects? Well, this board is heavily focused on growing Lucapa. We're also heavily focused on identifying key investment hurdles and overcoming those. And we are also interested in operating in a niche area of the market. So when this management team found out or were notified that the Mutai kimberlite project in Lesotho was coming up for government tender, what we know about Lesotho and the area, we obviously ran at it. And we were able to beat out 9 other suitors for this project. So I'm proud to say now, Minister, that we are also now invested in the Kingdom of Lesotho. As the Minister outlined, it's one of Africa's smallest but highest lying countries. From that little country, it's the world's 7th largest producer by value. From just 300,000 carats, an average dollar per carat of over $1,000 per carat across all of its projects. It's home to gem diamonds that own the Letseng mine, capped in London at over 100 million pounds. It's home to Firestone that operate the Dikobong mine, over 100 million pounds. It's also home to Namakwa, who operate the Cow mine. It's a private company, so I'm unable to allude to what their value is right now. But as the Minister outlined, it's the highest dollar per carat mine in the world in Letseng. It is also home to the world's 2nd highest resource, and that is the resource that we have acquired in Mutai. Just in terms of the quality of production that comes from Lesotho, I think when you're looking for elephants to complement the production that you're getting out of Angola, you can only go to one country, and that is Lesotho. It produces some of the most exceptional diamonds. The Minister has outlined the 550 carat diamond. I'm going to show you the 478 carat diamond, and I'm going to show you the 603 carat diamond. I'll leave these on the table here for you so you can actually just understand the size of what is being produced from that country. But it's not just Letseng that produces these big stones, it's all of the projects in Lesotho. You've got Dikobong and Cow producing the same quality, all resulting in Lesotho having the highest US dollar per carat production of any country in the world, more than double its rivals. That is why we are in Lesotho. The project that we have acquired 70% of is the Mutai project. It is located right in the heart of Lesotho's producing mines. It's an advanced kimberlite project. It's had 600,000 tons of ore taken through the plants, recovering over 23,000 carats, recovered and sold for $17 million US. It has had 8,000 meters of linear drilling, delineating the pipe, and the independent competent persons have put a JORC resource on it at over 1 million carats at over $1,063 US per carat. I'll let you do the maths to understand what the in situ value of that project is. We're proud to have the government as our partners, our 30% partners, and together we will bring it into production by the end of Q2 2018. The Minister outlined some of the favorable rationales or reasons for investing in Lesotho. One of those is the mining code, which has been in existence since 2005 and is unchanged, and the other is it's a favorable tax regime. It's one of the only countries in Africa where you can claim your capital allowance up front, so therefore it does provide you with a significant tax shield as well. It will become Lucapa's 2nd producing mine, and once we have taken the optimization results through the Mutai board, we look forward to announcing those to you and telling you how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it, and how much it's going to cost. So in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, and honourable ministers and guests, we are and continue to develop Africa's diamond resources. We're an Australian company producing in Angola some of the best production in the world. We are developing the Matai high-value project in Lesotho. We are exploring for Tier 1 discoveries in Angola, Botswana, and Western Australia. And the experience of our people across the board should see that they deliver on the board's strategy. We are not exhibiting here at Africa Down Under this year, unfortunately, so if you do want to contact us and understand more about our projects, there are the details to contact us, so please feel free to do so.